It was around 2 a.m. when my phone vibrated on the nightstand. The room was dark and quiet, except for the soft hum of the ceiling fan. Half asleep, I reached for it and saw a message from my wife, Emily. It read, "I lost track of time." That was all. No explanation, no follow-up. My chest tightened as I glanced at the clock again. She had gone out to dinner with coworkers at 8 p.m. and hadn't sent a single text since. I tried to calm myself. Maybe the group stayed late at a restaurant. Maybe her phone had died. But deep down, something felt wrong. Emily was always careful. If she was even 10 minutes late, she would text. Hours of silence followed by a vague message at 2 a.m. didn't sound like her. I stared at the screen for a long moment before replying. Choosing my words carefully, I typed, "That's fine. I just hope you told Mark you're married before it got too late." Then I hit send. It wasn't angry. It was calm, direct, and deliberate. Mark was her coworker, the one she had been mentioning a little too often lately. For a few seconds there was no response. Then the typing dots appeared, disappeared, and appeared again. Finally, she replied, "What are you talking about?" I didn't answer. I set my phone down and switched off the lamp, pretending to go back to sleep. But my heart was pounding, and my mind replayed every odd detail from the past few weeks. Her sudden desire to go out more, the new perfume, the way she guarded her phone like it held state secrets. At 2:07 a.m., the quiet house stirred. I heard hurried footsteps outside, followed by keys fumbling at the door. Emily rushed in, breathless, her face pale. She looked stunned to find me sitting calmly on the couch instead of asleep in bed. "Why did you send that message?" she asked, her voice shaking. I held her gaze for a long moment before responding. "Because I wanted to see how fast guilt can travel." Her expression shifted instantly, confusion tangled with panic. "I wasn't with Mark," she said quickly. "We were all just hanging out. I didn't notice the time." I nodded slowly, as if I believed her, though my eyes told a different story. "Where were you hanging out?" I asked. She hesitated. "At a coworker's house. We were playing cards." The explanation sounded rehearsed. "Strange," I said evenly. "I called your office earlier to see when you left. Your boss said Mark left around 8:20. Coincidence?" She opened her mouth, but nothing came out. Her hands trembled. I walked past her, picked up her purse from the counter, and handed it back. "You might want to check your phone," I said quietly. "It's been tracking your location all night." Her eyes widened. She pulled it out, unlocked it, and stared at the screen. The location history was still open, from a small motel across town. Silence settled between us. Tears filled her eyes. "It's not what it looks like," she whispered, but her voice cracked before she finished. I didn't yell. I didn't accuse. "You don't get to decide what it looks like anymore," I said calmly. Then I walked into the bedroom and closed the door. She slept on the couch that night. I didn't sleep at all. My thoughts replayed everything: the lies, the excuses, the dinners left cold on the table. The woman I thought I knew had become a stranger right in front of me. Her 2 a.m. message wasn't about losing track of time. It was about losing track of loyalty. In the morning, she tried to talk, but I didn't have the strength. I told her I would stay at my brother's place for a few days. She cried and begged me to listen, insisting it was a mistake, that nothing serious had happened. But mistakes don't come with hidden locations and midnight lies. As I packed my bag, I realized something important. Silence often reveals more truth than shouting ever could. That one calm message I sent at 2 a.m. had shown me everything I needed to see: her fear, her guilt, and the distance she had already created between us. When I walked out, she stood in the doorway, tears streaming down her face. I didn't look back, because when she said she lost track of time at 2 a.m., I realized I had lost track of her long before that. and by 2:10 that night her panic had said more than any confession ever could.